Shagdog Spitter Swallow Beer Review, and we are coming to you live on Wi-Fi, so hopefully I don't lag too much. And I'm drinking, that's right, Modelo Chelada Mango y Chile. Done this a couple times. I was looking for a particular beer this morning that you normally could find at a convenience store, but couldn't find it. Saw this. I was like, well, I haven't seen this in a while. Let me try it again. So hopefully it has been sitting in the store for 10 years, right? Yeah, the head dissipates pretty quickly on this one. Smell the mango even from here already. Yeah, mango. Might be a little real mango, might be a little artificial. And then the Beer Advocate score on this little bad boy right here. Beer Advocate. 84%, 84% on the BA score, 3.5% on the ABV. And it gets 84. Modelo Chelada, I'm not even going to read it to you. Yeah. 300 calories per 24-ounce serving. Yeah, I burn those calories off in 1 or 2 hours at work, so I deserve this. Yeah, so back to the screen. Yeah, looks like I froze up a little bit. Hey, what do you know? Yeah, the head's completely gone. It is an orangey, kind of rusty. I don't even know how to explain it. Yeah, looks like some type of fruit juice, maybe. Artificial fruit juice. Smell all right, though. I smell the mango, a little bit of the chili. Let's do it. Cheers. Salute. Pretty good, man. A lot of people don't like these. This is my favorite one, and the lime and the salt. Lime and salt. But they call it Lyman E-Salt. Sol, S-A-L. My favorite too, and the original Modelo Chelada. Best Chelada, better than that Bud Light Chelada crap. So the best Chelada I had in the can. I'd like to try the, what's that, Tecate. They have a couple different Cheladas too, but can't find those around here. Gonna have to go to Texas or something for that. This is delish though. Slight carbonation, mango. It almost tastes like, I mean, it could be mango concentrate, artificial mango, I don't know, but it almost tastes like a mango you would get, not Hawaiian Punch, but Tampico or whatever that juice is called, something like that. Some type of mango juice you get in that aisle section where it's got all the juice, apple juice and all that crap. And it has a little bit of chili, not overwhelmingly hot. Nice, easy little heat. Just a tad bit on the heat scale. It probably wouldn't even measure 1 or 2 maybe, but it's there. It's delicious. And I'm drinking it. The only bad thing is 3.5%. But, if you're trying to do a Mexican tango or, get wild in the streets of Mexico City while they're trying to get the gringos, it's something you might want to consider drinking, not getting too wasted while you're trying to run. Now, unbeknownst to me, I heard about the protests in Mexico City. Want the gringos out. I didn't know. It's estimated 70,000 Americans live in Mexico City. It's cheap. They say it's cheaper to live there compared to, you know, I can't imagine Mexico City is real cheap, but I guess compared to Los Angeles, New York City, Chicago, probably relatively cheap. Maybe rent and stuff like that's cheap, a lot cheaper everywhere in the U.S. I'm assuming. I know when I was in Panama, now this is back in '93 to '95, the average salary for a Panamanian was like $400 a month or $400 a month, some crazy stuff like that. Now, I'm not sure if that was the average or the median, but either way, um, yeah. So pretty good. I'd probably give this a B plus, but a swallow and a half. It's easy to drink, little mango, a little chili, little carbonation, and lots of memories. Me and Jam are gonna try to get back into a certain type of drink we drank a couple times back in the day. It's not we didn't. We're just gonna try to do it. Yeah, once in the blue moon at least. And they'll probably be recorded videos, so check them out. We'll give you a heads up when they're up. Um, Stupid microphone. Test test. All right. Yeah. Yeah, Jammer was going to try to get on today, but he couldn't make it today. Maybe Wednesday. We'll see if Jammer can get on. I might do one or two Wednesday. I just don't feel like drinking this week. Been having a neck, shoulder issues with the. You can see my head's actually tilted still. I can't even keep my head straight. Well, I'm like tilted this way because it hurts over here. Might be the axillary nerve I'm thinking for the neck going to the back of the shoulder. It's a little bit better than it was, but still, I mean, look at that. My neck's all. I don't want to be like one of those people. I see those people walking around, they're like, their head's stuck like this, you know? I feel for them. That's why I stretch it that way. I don't know. That would suck if I'm stuck like that for now. Ugh. I'm already having a hard time picking up girls. All I need is one more flaw. I remember this lady. She used to be like this all the time. She'd come in where I work once a week, where I used to work in Florida a few years ago. Her neck was stuck like that. And then I saw this other lady one time. I was leaving work in the morning, worked overnight. This a couple of years ago too, about 10 years ago. This lady's in a car. I'm waiting for the grocery store to open. It's like 7 in the morning. They're about to open. It's like 5 minutes till or whatever, 10 minutes till, whatever. This lady's in her car, like, so I'm thinking she's having like a stroke or a seizure. So I get out of the car, old lady. I knock on her window. I'm like, she looks at me. I said, "Are you okay?" And she's like, and then she gets out of her car. She's hunched over. She couldn't stop moving. I was bobbing all the time. And she was walking too. I was like, man. Poor lady. Well, I did my good Samaritan. I tried to make sure she was all right. Damn neck. I was thinking about calling in sick tonight. I'm trying to hold. Ah, shit. That hurt. That hurt. I'm lagging and stuff too. That makes it even better. Try to call. Try not to call in sick for a couple months. Trying to. God, my neck's stuck. All right, there we go. Let's try to keep that head straight. Yeah, I'm trying not to call in sick for a little while. Trying to make it. It's a very physically demanding job. I call in sick usually once every 2 months, but I only get through the rest of the year, through our physical year starts in February. Between now and then, I only have three, about 6 more days, maybe 5 or 6 more days to call in for the rest of the year. It's horrible how they do stuff. It's just one of those jobs. You call in sometimes just because you're exhausted, physically exhausted, man. At least with me, my section department. And then I've had a couple slight injuries like this. Pinched my back up really bad one time. This is the second time I've done the neck. This is from trying to lift a big girl back in 2004. She holding me down. I bench pressed her right off me. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, try it now." She held me down, and I tried to push her off me. She put all of her 300 pounds of weight or whatever it was into it. And my back arched on the bed, more or less, so it's soft. My back arched. I heard it pop in my neck. I'm like, ah. That's what started the neck issues. I never had an issue with my neck till after that. About once a year, I get it. And start stretching out more, getting old. I better get this beard down, that's for sure. Delish. Well, it's too bad me and my buddy Jammer aren't close together anymore. Even if I lived in Florida, we're over an hour drive apart from each other. And there's no way he would be able to get away to come to my place to do beer reviews. And I don't think his old lady would want me coming there doing beer reviews. So I don't know, even if I lived in Florida still, I don't know how me and Jammer would get together to do a beer review. We would definitely have to really plan for that. Yeah. Now, back in the old days, when Jammer wasn't married, they dated off and on. They're good friends, so they stayed as roommates. And he would, every other weekend I had off. So he would just take a trip up to his parents' spot where I live, and we'd do beer reviews like every other weekend. It was a beautiful thing, man. Jammer would show up with about 25 beers to review. I'm like, 25 beers? Those days are long gone. But I'm very thankful we have something like StreamYard where we could, I think YouTube should have, they do have something on YouTube where you could stream and invite people in, but you have to do it with your phone. And I don't like doing live stream on the phone, doing a beer review, I guess, but the microphone, I guess I get one of those Bluetooth microphones. It might sound a little bit better. Could do that. Be cheaper, but they don't have a green screen. YouTube should have everything that these companies have. StreamYard and everything else. I don't know why YouTube doesn't have any of that capability, but come on, get it together, Google. So it would be free. They should have everything StreamYard had and be free. Of course, I froze up today. Of course, if YouTube did have the stuff that StreamYard had, they would say, "Oh, you got to have 1,000 subscribers to do that, or you got to have so many watch hours." They make up some bullshit stuff, Oh, oh man, how the hell did I get rid of this kink in my neck? Wow. I don't think the alcohol is going to help. It might help a little bit. Very delicious Modelo Chelada, mango chili. Definitely my favorite type of any drink, alcohol, beer that has mango in it. One of my favorites, I think. Yeah, I think so. This is my favorite. My favorite mango beer. Man, I should have hooked the Ethernet cable up. Trying to close down some Wi-Fi, so maybe that'll help. Close down a couple windows. That might help also. There you go. Probably froze it up. Yeah, if you ever get this Chelada Mango Modelo, check it out. I like this one and their lemon and salt, the lemon and salt one, and then the original Modelo Chelada. Pretty good. I'd love to get my hands on the Tecate Chelada, but I haven't. They have Tecate Chelada and Tecate Diablo Chelada or something like that. Would love to get my hands on that, but I rarely see regular Tecate anywhere, let alone their Cheladas. Yeah, I watched a couple people who don't like spicy stuff drink this, and they said it was too hot, but this ain't hot at all. I mean, I like some heat. I'm not a ghost pepper fan, and that kind of, Grim Reaper or whatever the hell the other peppers are called. Regular cayenne stuff like that I could handle, but now some pepper spray to the face, I probably wouldn't like that. I did get pepper sprayed once in the face for training, but I worked for the state and the county we're training with us. They didn't really spray us. They sprayed a bunch of the stuff into a bowl, and then they took a paintbrush. Instead of spraying us with it, they just made it like a mask with the paintbrush, so they didn't get it directly in our eyes. So I really didn't even get affected. I got a little affected with the skin irritation, but as far as being in the eyes, breathing it in, nothing at all really. Just a little bit, And I did the smart thing too. They tell you to dunk your head in this bucket of water. I said, screw that, because that's just going to make it spread in the water. I took a dry towel and wiped off as much as I could, and then took the other end of the towel, got it wet, and then wiped it away from my eyes. I did have a little residue of it go down, and they say later on when you take a shower, you might feel it on other parts of your body. And sure enough, I did. I got a little bit in my crotch area, like burning, stuff like that. But as far as getting it directly in the eye or breathing that crap, a chunk of it in or anything, didn't happen because the county were being pussies with us because they were scared that some pussy state employee would, sue them or something. I don't know. We did have a couple pussy women in our academy. I hate to say, not all of them, but out of like the 5 or 6 females we had in my academy, about 2 or 3 of them shouldn't have been in that type of job, actually. No offense to manly women. Thanks to the 2 viewers watching. Mom, thanks. You're one of our number 1 subscribers. Quite delicious. I don't know if I have enough time to do another beer review. It's almost bedtime for Shagdog. Of course, my computer's not working really good. Well, I might have enough time to do one more beer review. I'll just do a quick, maybe even a drinking and thinking. I have a Yingling chilling in the fridge. I think I got all that. Yeah. Not bad. 24 ounces in 20 minutes. That's good for me. I'm drinking 1 ounce, less than a minute. Yeah, I like it. I think they have a watermelon one. I don't like that one too much. I forgot all the flavors they had. There's a strawberry one, I believe. I didn't like that either. It's just the three that I like: mango, the regular chelada, and the lime and salt. Well, that'll do it for this one. Shagdog Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Thanks to our one or two or three viewers that kept jumping in. You could have left a comment, but that's okay. And we'll see you on the next one. Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like. Give us a thumbs up. Click that bell. All right, we'll see you on the next one.